Breaker 10-4 to all my truck driving buddies. It's John Pettipas recording at 10:27 a.m. on the morning now of Tuesday, the 29th day of September 2020. That's pretty good. Lots of twos in that. We want to welcome you all aboard, each and every one of you. And Breaker 10-4. This morning I want to give a big shout out to the Breaker 10-4, which is coming up. Breaker 10-4 this Sunday. That's just 6 more days away on Sunday in downtown Moncton, New Brunswick. That's Breaker 10-4. It's a truck that's in honor of all truckers. Respect, admiration, and thanks. I'm going to repeat that. So important. Respect, admiration, and thanks to all you truckers. I can't think of anybody more essential. Everything in the economy. This here, package goods. These flags. These gloves. My shredded wheat. Socks. This everything in the economy at some point in a chain goes not on an air truck, on a truck. I have an expression. I love the railroad. Nobody loves the railroad more than John Pettipas. I love the railroad. I have an expression. It's true. The railroad built this country. And I also say, but the truck drivers keep it going. Speaking of truck drivers, my hero, Make America Great Again, President Donald J. Trump. He's the working man's president. They call him the blue-collar billionaire. President Donald J. Trump. Going to be a big debate tonight on the television. Going to be Mr. Donald Trump Esquire and hiding Biden. Sleepy Joe. He'll have to be awake on the stage tonight and better not be hiding. He got to be on that stage and take the questions. Anyway, President Trump has had truckers into his right into the White House on the lawn with the big trucks. He loves to get up in the cab, and you've seen him on CNBC. Toot, toot. Oh, he loves that. Toot, toot. A great enthusiastic guy. And he has the guys in the Oval Office. Donald J. Trump appreciates truckers. And the reason they're having a big rally, Paul Milton and fine friends are all putting a lot of work in this. Up in Moncton, New Brunswick, downtown Moncton, on this Sunday, October 4th, 2020. And it's right downtown Moncton, and it starts on an afternoon. There's a lot. It's not, let's put it this way, it's not to be missed. Not to be missed. No ahs. It's about, when you speak of Brunswick, you can't get to Irving's. I have two brothers worked with Midland Transport out of Shore for years. The Crow brothers, the great guys. And he remembers on the North Shore of New Brunswick, the great province of Brunswick, that Casey Irving's youngest son, John, used to take his suit jacket off, loosen his tie, and they were hand bombing cases off of pallets, cases of motor oil in those days. It wasn't 5-gallon buckets then or whatever, and it was or 4-liter gallon jugs. A lot of stuff was in cases, and he helped them out. So they're very, what do you call it? Chip in and help out sort of folks. They're very, something like President Trump. Some people criticize President Trump's management style. I tell him, you look at the Irving organization. Boy, oh boy, they've been some successful, multi-generational. I think they're in about the 4th generation. Casey's father, J.D., Casey, the saintly great Kenneth Colin Irving, and the sons, okay, J.K., Arthur, and the younger late brother John, and their sons, Robert and Jim, and the daughter, and so on. And they take the daughters and Arthur's daughter, and so on. They take it they're under 4th generation, but they're very down-to-earth people. And the Irving management style is very similar to President Trump's, or President Trump's management style very similar to Irving's. Either way, maybe I guess they were before President Trump, so you can say that President Trump's management style is similar to the great Irving family of New Brunswick. So anyway, the Crow family, Crow brother gentleman one day told me that John would pitch right in and help him hand bomb those skids, those cases of motor oil off. You think of West Armor, okay, GM Armor Company. Wes is a sunny, fantastic guy. I've never met him, but a fantastic guy. He goes around, meets some drivers several times here, very down to earth cat. And he takes and One guy worked there 50 years. He was there 50 years. They told me he bought him a half-ton truck. Was one of the original employees under his father. Very down-to-earth people. Okay, they take and they use a lot of Volvo trucks, a lot of company men, and they're based in Moncton, by the way. I couldn't operate in business, get potatoes, apples, products in. I could not run a business without Armour Polestar. I say that sincerely. Without Armour Polestar, I couldn't run a business, literally. Anyway, back to the thing. The big rally in Moncton. This Sunday, October the 4th. It's Breaker 10-4 rally. Now, we mentioned other guys that haul the pulpwood. The pulpwood and the log truck drivers, the wood chip trucks, and the biomass. They come from all over. St. Quentin, New Brunswick. They come from Moncton. They come from Marguerite. They come from Lewisdale, west coast of Cape Breton. They come from Sydney area. Was that KK Kelly KMI? KMT? Kelly McGuinness Trucking. It must be KMT. Anyway, there's the Camerons. You can just go on. You can go on. The McCarran. Langell. Fantastic people. Largest private forestry contractors. So they employ a lot of people, okay? Enar Langell. Wonderful, wonderful people. So the pump truck drivers. Bus drivers. So everybody's welcome. Be you a tractor trailer driver, Joe Shannon's wonderful seaboard liquid carriers. If you're hauling, call it propane. If you're hauling fertilizer, milk, pulpwood, chips, bus drivers, all welcome. So I repeat, distributed truck drivers. We would starve to death. I couldn't run a business if we didn't have truck drivers working. The whole economy. There's expression. National Secretary Day is coming up in October, I believe it is. National Secretary's Day. And there's expression somebody made one day. They said, if all the bosses didn't come in for day, the business world would keep on going. But if all the secretaries, administrative assistant secretaries, didn't come in for day, business world would grind to a halt. Well, that's true. Again, I'm going to repeat that. If all the secretaries didn't come in for day, the business world would grind to a halt. And the truckers, if the truckers weren't out there working in all weather, all conditions, the whole economy would grind to a halt. From coast to coast, from Newfoundland, beautiful Newfoundland, beautiful Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, all across our First Nations, right through, all across Canada, from coast to coast, and right through to America, the United States of America, from coast to coast, right down, including Mexico. I remember one time a guy was bringing up a bus for a company from I think it was Honduras or Guatemala, and he had a bunch of $5 bills in his pocket, and a little bit off, well, it's not off color, it's true. Every time he stopped, the security authorities would stop him, he'd give them his license and a US $5 bill, and they'd say, okay, sir, go on, and give him back his license, but the US $5 bill was gone. That's a true story. That story is about 18, 20 years old. That was coming through South America now. It wouldn't happen in the United States for sure, or Canada. But anyway, bus drivers, pump truck drivers, dry trailers, refrigerated trailers, liquids, you name it, milk, everybody welcome. So it's John Pettipas, we're saying, breaker 10-4. Oh, and spread the word. Spread the word. Truck drivers live in the world. Boy, they got some pretty elaborate trucks, some of these guys. It's like a house on a wheel. Home on wheels. And they work hard and are dedicated. You put a man out with a big truck in the road in all weather, man or woman. There's a lot of lady truck drivers too. All lady truck drivers, welcome. They're wonderful people. Speaking of wonderful, I'm just going to move the camera a second. This is my Terry Fox. Truck drivers are an exceptionally wonderful, generous people. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but it bears repeating. Truck drivers are among the most generous people I've ever met. I can't remember if I've ever been refused by a truck driver. Truck drivers are very generous people. With that, I gotta go. I wish you a wonderful rally. All the best, God bless, and God bless all you truck drivers. Each and every one of you truck drivers, men, ladies, old, young, new, everybody, and we got a lot of truck drivers from away. We got them from India, Spain, Ukraine, all you wonderful amigos, all you wonderful folks from all over. We say to you, Dzień dobry, dobry dzień. That's my Polish. Ukrainian Polish language is very similar. They take, and my Pakistani friends, we say, Alpha Mabruk, Alpha Mabruk, which is a very good greeting in Arabic. And to my Mexican friends and Spanish friends, we say, hola, hola amigos, all of you folks, merci, thank you, all of you wonderful folks. God bless the truck drivers, and God bless each and every one of you viewers. Please spread this video, and remember, this Sunday in Moncton, New Brunswick, downtown Moncton, it's the 10-4 truck driver rally. And spread the word, and all welcome. Thank you very much. All the best. Bye for now. Thank you. Breaker, 10-4. Signing out.